Hello. Let's talk about death. No, not like that. Like this.
It seems to me that we don't often talk publicly about the meaning of what happens when somebody dies.
You see, we are putting together a short film called I See the Stars. By we, I mean us.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm the writer for this short film, I See the Stars.
And I'm Kyle. I'm the director.
The film is about a conversation that everyone will have at one time or another in life.
I find that a whole lot more comforting than some pie-in-the-sky nonsense that doesn't have anything to do with the measurable world.
Normally, something like what we believe is abstract, is something we explore on our own, something we save for high-minded philosophical discussions in the middle of the night.
I don't get your point.
However, when someone we love dies, sometimes that abstract conversation can turn into a question or a disagreement and can become personal, immediate, and even painful. Everyone is different, and they believe in different things.
And it often can be a source of tension or friction in families.
And because people can have different perspectives on the nature of the universe, it can be important to discuss those perspectives and find common ground before something tragic happens.
Even spouses can take very polarized points of view as it relates to the death.
Not allowing the fact that that person doesn't believe the same thing as you, are you going to let that tear you apart or ruin your relationship, or you're not going to be able to talk?
That is what our film is about, broadly speaking. About finding common ground and avoiding an ugly mess.
You broke your mother's heart.
It's very fluid and dynamic, but certainly if there are opposing views or opposing thoughts, it can cause some havoc in families.
I think it's important to find a way to respectfully disagree.
So, what is this specific story about?
Ethan, a biologist, returns home for his mother's funeral and is immediately caught up in a years-old argument with his father, James. James is a Christian believer, and he finds comfort in the idea that his wife is now in heaven, but Ethan finds comfort somewhere else, in what he considers scientific, demonstrable fact.
Why did we write this story?
This story is really personal to me because I wrote a draft of it not too long after my father passed away. And I was looking for a way to tell a story that explored the two different perspectives that I had on his death. One was spiritual and one was material, and I needed a way to resolve those for myself.
Who is the audience for this film?
Atheists, believers, anybody who's in a family, anybody that's experienced loss.
Everybody's been there or going to be there at some point. You lose somebody you care about. I think it's for everybody because I think the story is pretty universal.
And where are we in the production process?
The film has already been shot. Our actors are from Birmingham and they're fantastic. Our crew is really great. Also a Birmingham-based crew.
That means that there are just a couple of things we are looking to do.
Next up is a reshoot of the opening scene, the funeral scene for Ethan's mother. We would like to get a bigger crowd and shoot it in a more appropriate space. We think that will have a much bigger impact on the story. We'd also like to hire a professional editor to help tighten pacing and to help us with the sound design.
Our team is in place, starting with an excellent cast and a hardworking crew. Now, all that is left is to cross the finish line, and we can just see it in the distance. So consider adding your weight to this project. Jump in and grab a perk or two, such as a specially designed postcard, or a recipe for some comfort food, or even a casserole. Special circumstances apply to the casserole.
You need to eat something.
Come aboard as the story goes out into the world, and maybe you can assist in starting a few important, maybe even uncomfortable conversations.
Whatever you can afford to give will be greatly appreciated. Please give, and we look forward to having you see this project.
Thank you.